What's going on, guys? Jameson Rubiksguy here, and welcome to the Raikou Excellent Throw tutorial. Raikou is a pure electric type, so you're going to want to use your ground type Pokemon like Groudon and Excadrill. Garchomp is also a notable mention. It doesn't put out quite as much damage as the first two, but it extremely resists the electric moves because it is ground and dragon type. Also, Shadow Mewtwo is a great counter overall with Psystrike. Going in with this 8-player lobby to defeat Raikou. I've already done 5 or 6 of these raids today. Got a 96 and a 98, luckily. I already have the Shlundo maxed out to level 40, so this XL candy will be used to power that up slowly over time. We're in the yellow right now. Shiny Garchomp is coming out. Raikou is one of the best electric type attackers in the game. I think it's outclassed by Zekrom and Shadow Electivire and Shadow Magnezone. However, Shadow Raikou is the best electric attacker in the game right now. So I'm going to be using all this candy to max out my Shadow. No rare candy, but a shiny will make up for it. Not a shiny. 1972 and 2466 for Weather Boost are your 100% IVs. So I will teach you guys how to throw excellent throws on this. What I see a lot of people do is they'll pick up the ball and just lob it at Raikou, or whatever legendary they're fighting. If he attacks like that, the ball could be bounced away. If he dodges or jumps, you could miss the ball as well. And since we're limited on the number of Premier Balls we're using, we want to make sure that every throw matters. In order to ensure that you hit excellent throws every time, we're going to be using a technique called setting the circle. It's a simple method that will greatly increase your catch percentage on any raid boss that you encounter. Step 1. Hold the ball down and size the circle. Keep holding it through an attack. You're going to see the Pokemon attack the screen, at which point the circle will disappear like that. You're looking for when the circle reappears, as he's jumping back, almost settled into position. That's your timing. What I mean by timing is, you're going to pick up the ball and launch it in the middle of the attack, so it lands as the circle reappears. And we'll go over this with the demonstration, but just remember the timing on when that circle is reappearing, because that is when the ball needs to land. So if you want to go for a nice, there's your nice. Great is somewhere in the middle. And excellent is actually pretty forgiving on these beasts. Similar to Entei's excellent throw, if you saw that video. And Suicune, I assume, will also be similar, but that's coming up next. I'm going to set it for an excellent throw. So we're going to go right there. And I've let go of the ball. The circle also won't resize when the Pokemon is attacking, so we're going to use that to our advantage right now. With the circle set, you can give it a berry that you want. No need to use Nanite berries because we're guaranteeing the excellent throws as it is, as long as you're accurate. Once we have the circle set, we're going to pick up the ball, spin it, and launch it during the attack. So as soon as the attack animation starts, I'm going to pick up the ball and spin it. And it's going to be airborne while the attack is still happening. So watch this. The ball is set to an excellent. I'm waiting for an attack. Pick it up and launch it, and it lands as the circle reappears. Very key. Launch it during the attack. Do not pick it up before the attack starts. The attack starts. You pick up the ball during the animation, like right there, and launch it during the animation. This is all done during the attack animation. Some possible mistakes I've seen people do is they'll size the circle, they'll wait for the attack, and they'll launch the ball at the wrong time. Like this. Boom. They'll launch the ball after the attack finishes entirely. Don't do that. That's not what we're doing here. That's not the method. Sometimes the ball will get stuck like that, but that's just a glitch we'll fight through. Another possible mistake, if the circle resizes as it lands, so if you've set an excellent, you've launched it just fine, it lands and it hits like a nice, that means you're throwing the ball just a little bit too late. Bring the throw back just a fraction of a second and it should be just fine. Those are the two main mistakes. Throwing it after the attack finishes entirely, it needs to be airborne during the attack, or throwing it just a little bit too late. Here's an attack, launch, lands for an excellent. Like I said, the excellent is pretty big, so it's a good Pokemon to practice this technique on. We caught it, just like that. Remember, if you want extra candy from Pokemon in raids, Mega Evolve any Pokemon. If you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, you get extra candy from Pokemon sharing its type that you catch in the wild, but also from any raid boss. So it doesn't matter what you Mega Evolve, and it doesn't have to be your buddy. I didn't expect it to catch that quickly, so let's get another raid and show you another example. And just like that, another Raikou goes down. I did not look at the CP, so we're going to find out together. Shout out to jazz.kiwi for the invite. Some random guy on a remote raid server. Boom. Regular. 1929. Okay, quick run through here. Give it a berry, hold down the ball until the circle is the size that you want to land inside of. If you can only do a great, but always throw curveballs. Just throwing a curveball, if you can hit the Pokemon, you have a higher chance to catch it than a straight great throw. So always throw your curves and then practice on getting more accurate. I've set the circle to an excellent. I'm going to wait for the attack, pick it up during the attack, and launch it so it's midair as the attack is finishing. That way, as soon as his attack finishes, he settles back down, the circle appears, the ball is right there to make contact with him. Go for another Pineapple Berry here. I've already sized the circle, so I don't need to resize it. As long as it hit properly, like the circle didn't change its size, I don't have to resize it. I can just go straight for another throw. Let's try again. And what I'm going to do here, I'm trying something new. I'm going to see if I can animate how my finger goes when I throw the ball. I recorded it separately on a separate screen recording without Pokemon Go up, but I've done a few Raikou throws today, so I think it's relatively accurate, and I'll try to overlay it on top of the screen. Here we go. Excellent throw. I do 3 circles just because that's how much time it usually needs before the release point. However, you could just wait a little bit longer to start spinning, but I like to go 3 and launch, and that way I can adapt. Also, if you get a shiny from a raid, Pineapple it. Shinies from raids, whether they're legendaries or not, are guaranteed catches, so you might as well get the extra candy. As long as you hit it, you caught it. Speaking of catching it, let's catch this Raikou. Oh, there was a problem with the ball sticking there, so I'm going to resize it back to an excellent, wait for the next attack. Here we go. Boom. If you want to watch a video where I was with Billy the Trainer Club and a bunch of other friends, we rented a van and did 35 Raikou raids, and I got 1 shiny and glitched out of 2 raids. So I was kind of salty. Link up there in the corner for that. This was during Raikou raid day, far before quarantine times. Here we go. Pretty easy, excellent throw. Really easy to remain consistent on it, and it's a good Pokemon to practice your excellence on. Pick up the ball during the attack, launch it so it lands as the circle reappears. If you notice, there was a little bit of hang time there where the circle on the Pokemon appeared and the ball was way out here. So if you can make that time a little bit tighter so it hits basically immediately after the circle reappears, you can prevent a second back-to-back attack that might knock your ball away. Also, I'd recommend setting a Great Buddy or above because they have a chance to bounce the ball back for you. So if you bounce it off its nose, there's like a 25% chance that it will bounce back and give you the throw that you set. Normally I Pineapple down to 5 balls and then I switch the Goldens because I want that extra candy, but I had no Pineapple Berries left. You can catch your Pokemon on bad throws, however, hitting a great, an excellent, or a nice will increase your chances of catching the Pokemon on each individual throw. So hit your excellence for the highest chance, and get your excellence even smaller if you want a greater chance. Wow, this guy might run from me. 2 balls left. I did last ball a Raikou earlier today, so let's hope. 2 balls left, here we go. Sometimes this will happen. I've cut it out, but there was about a minute here where he's just jumping and not attacking. So if you really want the legendary, be patient, practice your throws on the bad IV ones, and then when the good ones, the 98s or the Hundos come around, you'll be confident in your skills. Last ball, let's do this. I did an excellent every single throw. If it's not coming home, it's not meant to be. Oh well. On the last ball, if it shakes more than once, it's a guaranteed catch. Thank you for playing, Raikou. See, that just goes to show, even if you hit nothing but excellence, there's still a chance, although very slim, that you'll lose the Pokemon. Hit your excellence, practice setting the circle. Good luck on your shiny Raikou. 1972 or 2466 for Weather Boost are your Hundos. You see those? You'll be glad you practiced. Jameson, Rubiksguy out. Something happened. Shiny Clefairy. Massive 795. Not boosted. Let's go ahead and catch this. I got one of these recently when I was watching, I think, Spirited Away, like a few weeks ago. And I got a shiny Jigglypuff in bed. That didn't sound right. Relatively recently as well. So let's take a look at these stats. That's pretty good. But now, obviously this was a Rubik's Cube channel originally, which is why it's called Rubiksguy. So let's go ahead and throw in a quick solve for you guys. Just a random scramble. I don't have a timer. Actually, wait, I do. I'm not using this phone. This is embarrassing because I should have a proper timer here, but we'll go with it. It's gonna be a tough solve. Just shy of 19 seconds, 20 seconds. So to show that it's real, there you go. All right, guys, catch you around.